This is Roger Struckoff with Syscon TV. We are at CloudEXPO in Santa Clara in the year 2015, and we're joined right now by Stefaan Vervaet with HGST, and he's going to talk to us a little bit about storage, but there's a lot more to it than that. Stefaan, thank you for joining us, and tell us why you're here and what you're doing.
Hi, nice to meet you, Roger. Yes, we're here to demonstrate our 4.7 petabytes in a rack offering that HGST is offering today. What you'll see here is that we've actually made it very easy for customers that want to build their own cloud infrastructure by delivering a fully integrated software and hardware in a rack. For those who are familiar with HGST, we're the main disk manufacturer in the world, and we're actually transforming from a components company to a solutions company as well. So we're actually offering today here one of our first solutions, which is an object storage system that is easy to deploy, obviously tailored towards large-scale environments, as it's 4.7 petabytes as a starting building block. But basically, that's what we're showing here today.
Now, migrating, or maybe migrating is too strong a word, but going from sort of the hardware world to the solutions world, with your customers, how do you approach them from sort of the software side now, or the hardware side, or is it just sort of a integrated thing?
Oh, absolutely. It's a fully integrated solution. So we still believe that we have a very strong history, and that's kind of our bread and butter, which is the storage side. So we're kind of extending that hardware experience now with a software stack by building an integrated appliance. So because we have actually seen a huge demand of our customers that want to deploy solutions faster, they want to basically they want to grow with their business, and the only way to do that is kind of do some of that work for them by integrating and the software with our hardware, because we know better than anyone else our hardware and how it works.
Right, so they're sort of driving this because they have to move a lot faster. So do you talk to software people at your customers, customer sites as well, or are you, who do you work with directly at your customers?
Oh, okay. So, well, it depends. Like in some cases, we are talking to the administrators that are building storage infrastructure. Other times we're talking to application developers that are actually driving the need for storage requirements. So for example, if customers are creating new apps, we actually had a customer that just digitalized 40 years of tapes to our platform. Really? And the main driver there was that they wanted to monetize their archives. And so the way to monetize their archives, they actually created an app on an iPad, and this allowed them to provide access to their archives to like modern tools that exist today.
It's not old-fashioned storage, throw it in the back room and keep it there. No, you're trying to do it. So this goes to the.
So in certain cases, we've identified specific verticals that we want to go after, or specific applications that we want to go after. So that's why I'm focused on strategic alliances. So I'm building relationships with application vendors that are looking at solutions like ours to integrate with. And so we're looking at backup tools like Commvault that we just announced. We announced an integration with Commvault, and we're going to extend. We're going to add more of these players in there. And then there's the other players that come to the table, or the technology partners that come to the table through our customers. So for example, in this case, this customer had a homegrown application that speaks native object interface. So that's why if you look at the platform, we didn't choose to go with a traditional NFS interface or traditional block interface. No, we've kind of adopted the cloud interfaces that the IBMs, the Amazons, and the others are using to kind of like jump on that third platform, as Gartner calls it, right, or IDC calls it.
Right, IDC calls it. Yeah. Okay, now how do they find you? HGST.
HGST, we're here at the booth, Western, right in the corner, Western Digital, so please come and visit us. And we have a couple of presentations as well on how to offer backups as a service. Okay.
And online after the show, where do we go? Where's your website?
www.hgst.com.
Can't beat that. We're joined for a few minutes here by Stefaan Vervaet with HGST, talking about storage and solutions and cloud and everything that goes with it. Thank you much for joining us. Thank you for watching. For Syscon TV, this is Roger Struckoff.